When I think of the state of NFV in 2020, I feel we are finally beyond the perennial question of is NFV real? I think now we can all agree that NFV is real. Numerous operators are using NFV for enterprise connectivity, residential connectivity, voice over LTE. The first trend I predict for 2020 is disaggregation catching on in earnest. We've talked about disaggregation for several years now when operators want to buy hardware from one vendor, virtualization software or hypervisor from another, VNFs from a third one, and management and orchestration from yet another vendor. This has largely not picked up mainstream momentum yet, but I feel in 2020 it will. And from the lens that we view the world from, we are seeing an interest in ONAP, which enables you to have vendor-neutral management, orchestration, and automation. The second trend I expect in 2020 is the emergence of cloud native. We've had VNFs, virtual network functions, PNFs, physical network functions, and I think 2020 will be the year when containerized network functions or cloud native network functions become more mainstream. The third trend I expect in 2020 is increased use of open source. Open source has been used for the NFVI and the Vim layer. It's pretty strongly entrenched. I believe in 2020 you'll start seeing it being used for the automation, orchestration, and management layer. And slowly, even the VNFs that have largely been proprietary are turning towards open source. So I believe 2020 will be a big year for open source as well. Point number 4 for 2020 is widespread use of automation. When we talk about management and orchestration, we also use the term automation, specifically things like real-time, policy-driven automation, but they have really not been used that much so far. And we are starting to see some genuine interest in a fully automated system where the involvement of human beings is minimized to the degree possible. Point number 5 is from the lens of management and orchestration. There are many orchestrators out there that have been specified: LSO, NFVO, MEC orchestration for edge computing, and I just don't see the appetite amongst operators to use different types of orchestrators. So I do see convergence happening in 2020, and in fact, ONAP is a perfect candidate for that convergence. It's both vendor neutral, open source, and it provides the convergence. So those are my 5 predictions for 2020.